Good morning, and welcome to the Lakeside Viking News. I'm Braden Webb, and it's February 2nd. Let's begin with the brief LHS announcements. If you love photography, writing, and using graphic design, and meeting new people, consider applying to Yearbook. Yearbook is a hands-on interactive class that takes place during 4th period. During course selection, select Journalism 1 if you're interested, and fill out the application at LHS Yearbook. Everybody is welcome to apply, even if you do not have any experience in photography or graphic design. Make sure to follow at LHS Yearbook. Attention seniors, graduation is just around the corner and it's time to purchase caps and gowns. Your first step in the process is to complete the senior contact info using this link right here, which can also be found in the Class of 2021 Google Classroom. Once you have completed this step, begin ordering your cap and gown. An instructional video and the link to the ordering site can be found on the Class of 2021 Google Classroom. If you have any questions at all, reach out to your senior class sponsors, Ms. Craker, Ms. Techley, and Ms. Crawford. The Georgia State University dual enrollment session will be held on February 3rd. This is an opportunity to learn about the dual enrollment process and about GSU's program. Students must register at the link below in the GSU dual enrollment info session on February 3rd at 2 p.m. The link is right here. Once you do so, you will receive a Zoom link to connect. You will also be registered in the GSU dual enrollment system as an interested student, and you will receive updates. Lakeside's Literacy magazine, Skull, needs your poems, stories, and photographs and artwork. Student work drives the magazine. Any theme is welcome: visual arts, English, and language arts. Teachers can help you with submitting your work, or you can send it yourself to this email right here. In honor of Black History Month during the month of February, the Viking News team will be highlighting notable Black Americans who made meaningful contributions to the culture and history of the country. First up, Mr. Henry Louis Aaron. Based on his extraordinary record of achievement, Hank Aaron is ranked first or in the top 5 of battling categories than any player in the history of baseball, overcoming the unfavorable odds of being born to a family of limited means and raised in a segregated Deep South during the Great Depression. Aaron rose to become the most consequential figures in American history. Born in 1934 in Mobile, Alabama, he learned to survive on a racially hostile environment where Black people were uniformly denied and most basic of human and civil rights. On April 8, 1974, Aaron hit his 750th home run while playing for the Atlanta Braves, breaking the home run record set by Babe Ruth. Broadcaster Vin Scully addressed the racial tension. What a marvelous moment for baseball. What a marvelous moment for Atlanta and the state of Georgia. What a marvelous moment for this country and the world. A Black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record in all-time baseball idol. Aaron would go on to hit 755 home runs, still a major record, in 1982. He was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. He was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2002. Aaron resided near Atlanta until his death this January 2nd at the age of 86. And now for a moment of silence. Thank you. And now to Ethan with the news.
Hello Lakeside, I'm Ethan Thompson here with your daily news brief. Donald Trump has named 2 new attorneys to head up his impeachment defense in next week's trial in the Senate. Trump was in need of new representation following the reported departure of all 5 members of his defense team this weekend. Now leading the team are attorneys David Shinn and Bruce Castor Jr., both experienced in criminal defense. The trial over Trump's role in the Capitol attack this month is set for February 9th. Trump's team has until Tuesday to respond to the article of impeachment passed by the House, charging him with incitement of insurrection. Myanmar's military staged a coup Monday and detained senior politicians, including Nobel laureate Aung San Suu Kyi, a sharp reversal of the significant, if uneven, progress towards democracy the Southeast Asian nation has made following 5 decades of military rule. The takeover came the morning the country's new parliamentary session was to begin, and follows days of concern that the military was plotting a coup. The military maintains its actions are legally justified, citing a section of the Constitution it drafted that allows it to take control in times of national emergency. Though Suu Kyi's party spokesman, as well as many other international observers, have said that it amounts to a coup. It was a dramatic backslide for Myanmar, which was emerging from the decades of strict military rule and international isolation that began in 1962. It was also a shocking fall from power for Suu Kyi, a Nobel Peace Laureate who had lived under house arrest for years as she tried to push her country towards democracy, and then became its de facto leader after her National League for Democracy won elections in 2015. And now to Miss Coberly with Tech Tip Tuesday.
Good morning, everyone. This is Miss Coberly here with this week's new Tech Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to discuss the different grading categories that are in Infinite Campus to make sure you guys know how your grades are calculated and what you should look for to improve your grades. Before we get started, do make sure that you watched last week's Tech Tip Tuesday and have downloaded the Infinite Campus mobile app. If you haven't, go ahead and scan the QR code here to get started. Okay, so to understand grade categories, we first need to log into Infinite Campus to see what these grade categories are. So you can do that in the mobile app, or you can open Infinite Campus on your Chromebook. And then you want to click on the icon in the top left-hand corner, those three bars, and then select Grades. Now we need to decide, well, which grades do I want to see? And it's super important for the second semester that you have selected 2-2, indicating second semester, and that you can see all of the grades for this semester. Now I want to select on a class. So for instance, I'm going to choose Advanced Band 1. Now I will click on 18-week average. Again, this just makes sure I can see all of my grades for this semester. So once you've clicked on 18-week average, you will be able to see the different grade categories for your class. And the three that we need to focus on are here: assessment tasks, classwork, and quizzes. You may or may not see formative diagnostic assessments. This depends if your teacher uses this grade category or not, but notice the weight is 0. So we're going to focus on the three grade categories above. The first one is assessment tasks, which is 25% of your overall grade. The second grade category is classwork, which is 45% of your grade. And lastly, we have quizzes, tests, and projects, which are grouped together to be worth a total of 30% of your grade. So let's take a look at the specific 18-week average as an example. You notice here we're doing pretty good here as far as classwork and quizzes, tests, and projects. We're at 80% and a 100%. But we notice that the overall grades up here in the top right-hand corner is 79. The grade category that is bringing the student's grade down to a 79% is this one right here. You notice assessment tasks, they only have 50% of their work done for this grade category. So if I were the student, I would go to Infinite Campus, find any assessment tasks assignments that I'm missing, reach out to my teacher and inquire about their makeup work policy. Because even though I have an 80% for classwork and 100% for quizzes, this low assessment task category is bringing my grade down to a 79. So again, take a look at these three categories once you've clicked on 18-week average and see which one for you is the lowest. Then go into Infinite Campus and decide which of those assignments in that lower category you should complete. Okay, everyone, this is Miss Coberly here talking with you about grade categories in Infinite Campus. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and go Vikings!
That's all for today's Lakeside Viking News. Have a terrific Tuesday.